Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Constance the Reader, and today we are going to be doing a August TBR. So I know I skipped last month, okay? We were kind of all over the place with July. That's okay. We're coming back strong in the month of August. I've got a fat stack of things that I feel confident that I could hopefully, hopefully get read in this month. Now, today is the 11th. So I'm a little behind, I'm sorry, but that's okay because I'm just feeling very good this month. So I feel like I'm gonna get this done. So without further ado, let's get into the August TBR and hopefuls basically. Now, as far as manga is concerned, you guys know that I change my mind a lot. So I want to read these things, but I know that I will read more. You'll see me end up reading more in my reading vlogs, but for this TBR, these are the few things I do want to read. And I feel like I'm actually missing something because I see something over there. Now I'm interested in reading. Okay, I can't see it myself. First, now I'm not saying I'm going to read all 4 volumes of this, but I would like to try the first volume out of Sensei's Pious Lie. This is about 24-year-old Mizuza Hara is a shy, introverted high school teacher, content to play the passive role of observer until her quiet life is shaken to its foundations by 2 men, one her fiancé, the other her own student. In Sensei's Pious Lie, Akane Torikai weaves a complex web of sex, ambivalence, desire, and violence that combines to produce one of the most nuanced and affecting explorations of the intersection between power and gender available in any medium. So I feel like that would be a really interesting read. So this will be read, at least this volume will be read this month. Next, I need to pick this volume up and continue on because D. Gray Man is one of the series. I'm pretty sure I said that I want to read everything that I own so far in the year of 2025, and starting off at volume 16, because that's where I stopped the last time, I need to continue on. Now, do I know how far I'll get in this month? No, but I really need to commit to, at the very least, reading 5 more volumes. That would put me at volume 20, right? And there's 28 volumes so far, and I don't even think the 20th volume is the final volume. I might be wrong. I'll put it up if I am wrong or if I'm right or whatever. So yes, we need to get back into D. Gray Man. I fell off. I was really enjoying reading this. We need to get back on track. Now, for a series I want to start and finish because it does feel like I can do that, it is going to be Dead Mount Death Play. I think this is also a series I said that I wanted to read all of it this year, because there's only 9 volumes. I literally just read 8 volumes of Fire Punch in my last reading vlog. So obviously I can do it. And I did that in like 2 days, barely 2 days. Well, actually, I think I did it all in one sitting now that I think about it. Yeah, so I did it all in one sitting. I read all 8 volumes. So I think I can hit 1 more. And yeah, Devin and his friends have watched the anime. I know that it's very brutal. And flipping through it, it is fucking brutal. That's crazy. But I'm looking forward to it. I think I can do it. So we will be reading this together in a reading vlog. Now, for a bit of a switch up, I mentioned this in my most recent reading vlog that you guys should see before this. Possibly. I'm editing it as we speak. Well, not as we speak right now, but before and after this. I had talked about that I wanted to pick this up. I have the first 3 volumes. I don't know how long the series is now. I think it might be at volume 6, 7, or 8. But I wanted to pick up the first 3 volumes of Insomniacs After School. I think I am going to like this, so I want to pick it up. And if it's available for me to read on the Viz app, I think I want to read whatever is available to me on there. I've been paying $1.99 for the Viz app. I never use it, and it's really fresh. I'm frustrated in myself that I don't. So it is time. I need to just stop putting it off, read what I own, and then whatever I don't own, I don't need to rush out and buy it. I can use these apps that I'm paying for monthly and finish. So we'll see. I haven't heard anybody say anything bad about it, so why not? Next. Now, I would have thought I already would have read this by now, but it's okay. I've gotten distracted a few times. Last week was just a very chaotic week, but I did get this last week, and now it is time to crack her open. So in August, I absolutely will be reading and finishing Fake Fact Lips Break. I reread volume 1. So good. So I can't wait to get into this one. It's much thicker than the first volume, which I love to see. And I love to see everything that I've seen in this as I flip through, because I just know that's going to be very good. Very sexy, very hot. And I love the main characters. So we're going to be getting into this for sure. And lastly, obviously I know I'm going to pick up more manga than this, but at least for what we're talking about now, I absolutely want to read Black Blood. I want to see two cyborgs going at it. So that's what we'll be doing in this one. And I'm really excited. So yes, this will be read. And I'm wondering, am I going to cry? Because, oh, who knows? I might cry. Oh, something looks like I might cry. That's okay. We'll be getting into this, hopefully starting tonight when I do my new reading vlog. Now, as far as manhwa is concerned, I don't want to put anything on my TBR because that has definitely, I think I'm worse when it comes to manhwa than I am with manga. You guys know that with the manga I have in my library, I'm always coming in here and like randomly picking something, but at the same time, because it's physically there, I do a decent job, knock on wood, of at least reading what I own and kind of sticking with it if I can keep seeing it and pick it up physically. With manhwa, if anybody posts a picture or a TikTok of something I have not heard of and it just looks good, I immediately start it. So we can't even put that on the TBR because I know I'm going to keep moving in and out randomly. Like my last reading vlog, I just decided I'm just going to read all of Loverboy because I started reading it physically and I was like, well, I know this is done, so I'm just going to read this on, I don't know, Tapas. And yeah, that's where we are now. So manhwa, you don't get to be on the TBR, but that's okay. You will be read in August. You're just too tempting, and I just keep getting involved in the new thing. So she's not on this list. But now we're going to talk about light novels and regular books. We'll start with the regular books. I have not read a nonfiction in a few months. The last one I read was by Ta-Nehisi Coates, and it was really good, but I've been kind of frustrated with myself that I have not picked up more of my nonfiction. So to get myself started, and it's very short and tiny, I'm going to pick back up, because I did start whenever I got this, Cruelty as Citizenship, How Migrant Suffering Sustains White Supremacy by Christina Baltran. We'll be reading this. This is, what, less than 200 pages, I'm sure. Yes. I should be able to finish this. I'm going to annotate it. So it will take me a little while longer, but I'm committed to reading at least one nonfiction this month. I have to. I need to get back on track. Even though I'm still buying a lot of manga, I've stopped buying nonfiction and regular books because a lot of the time for a regular book, I can listen to it as an audiobook, get it off Hoopla, or I have it already and I just haven't picked it up. Nonfiction, I usually go through like random phases of getting really excited about nonfiction, buying like 5 to 10, and then I don't buy any for a while. And I have still quite a bit of nonfiction I want to read in my collection that I haven't picked up. So it is time. I have to stop putting it off. This one, I won't be reading the whole trilogy, okay? But I want to revisit the first book in the Dark Elf trilogy by Ari Salvatore. So I want to read the first book in this. Now, this is the whole trilogy in one binding. I don't remember how... Okay, so book 2 is Exile. Book 1, where are you? Book 1 is Homeland, right? And Homeland is 275 pages. I read this so long ago. I don't even know what year I read this in. So it's essentially almost going to be new to me. Devin has been listening to these. I don't know if I like the narrator that much, so I probably will dive back into reading it physically, which that can be kind of daunting. So I'm hoping to finish the first book in this trilogy. Wish me luck. I don't know if this one is too ambitious, but it's less than 300 pages, so there's a good chance. But I do need to get back into reading fantasy because I haven't been doing that in a long time. Moving right along, I will also be reading A Crane Among Wolves by June Her. The reason why I picked this up is because even if I don't end up reading it physically, I'm pretty sure you can get this as an audiobook on Hoopla for my library app. So if that's the case, if I start running out of time, I'm going to pick it up audibly instead of physically. Same thing with Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I know that this is on my Hoopla app. pretty much everything by Rebecca Ross is. So if for whatever reason I don't physically get to it, I'm going to listen to it as an audiobook. And because I've been doing so good with light novels, kind of, I've read like 3. We're getting back down to business, all right? Now, it took me a long time, but I'm going to hopefully read all of the second volume of the Apothecary Diaries in August. It took me like 3 months to read the first one. Not because it was boring or because it was just moving too slow. Although, I mean, I've watched the anime, the first season, twice. So I'm really reading stuff I've already consumed 3 times. And actually, I might have reread the first few volumes of the manga that I just don't remember. So I've read this stuff multiple times already. So that is probably why it took me so long. The same thing's going to be happening here. I don't know how many volumes this one covers, but the first light novel covered all the way up till the indirect kiss, when he fires Mao Mao thinking that that's what she wanted, but what she really wanted was to stay, but they don't communicate very well. So hopefully I can get volume 2 read in the month of August. Wish me luck, because I'm going to need it. This one's going to be really easy because I've already started it, and I really, really, really liked the first one, and that is the condemned villainess goes back in time and aims to become the ultimate villain. So you can listen to a lot of these on Kindle Unlimited as an audiobook. So that's where I started the first one. I was like, you know what? I really need to read another light novel, get back into it. I absolutely loved the first one. I devoured it. I immediately started the second one when I finished. So I don't know how far I've made it in the second volume, but it's really, really good. I'm basically past the 4th volume of the manga. So this light novel, I mean, shit, I'm already like so far past what you read in the manga that you can get in America. I don't know how far along you are in other countries, but very good. I would recommend, and I would recommend it as an audiobook too, because I really like the voice actor. It's good. I also want to get into novel 2 of 7th Time Loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life, married to her worst enemy. I also read the first volume of this, and it was really good. And now I'm wondering, is this one also going to be an audio? Maybe I have to see if this one can eliminate, because that might be good to listen to. I would love to hear the voices if this has an audiobook. But I did really enjoy the first light novel, very similar to Apothecary Diaries. Like, I've watched and rewatched the first season of this, and obviously I've read the manga, so I've consumed the material already. So it's not like I'm learning anything new, really. The only difference I would say is you learn a few more people's point of views, just like in Condemned Villainess, that I can't quite remember if we see those in the manga, just because now it's been a while since I've read the manga, but very good. Another one I also want to read that has to do with the villainess. I didn't even realize until just now, but I want to pick back up I'm in Love with the Villainess. She's So Cheeky for a Commoner. So I will also see if this one I know has an audiobook, because I remember listening to a sample. Who knows? I might listen to that as an audiobook. I might use a credit or two. But I love this series. Now, this is the only one where I've read all of the manga, but I have not watched all of the anime. I pretty much stopped, I think, after episode 4. I just get distracted. It's really hard for me to follow certain things after a while, but we'll be getting into this. And lastly, the last light novel and the last thing I hope to read in the month of August is Witch and Mercenary. I got this randomly. I just like the cover of it. And I also got this wondering if Devin would like it, because it's more on the fantasy side. I think he might enjoy this. Now that Devin is getting into reading more, or has been getting into reading more for the last year, which I'm just so excited about. It makes me so happy. I do want to be able to recommend more books to him that he might be into. You know, he's been very kind and was such a sweetie and tried out a lot of the books that I recommended. I may have read some things that he's recommended. I can't remember, but our tastes aren't totally the same. There's some things that he's not into, and he's not into physically reading books. He's only into listening to them now. So it's kind of tough for me to like suggest something like this if I haven't listened to it already and think he could possibly like the narrator, if that makes sense. But maybe this will be something that I end up really liking, and maybe Devin will really like. We'll see. Now he can get into light novels, and I really opened up his world even more. But there you have it. That is hopefully the August TBR. I'm really hoping that we can get all of these read. It would be really awesome. I'd enjoy it. But we're not going to beat ourselves up if we don't. But I feel pretty confident that I know I'm gonna read all the manga. We already know that. I think I'm gonna read quite a bit of the light novels. I'm iffy on some of the other regular books, but nonfiction must be read. So let's hold me to that. If I don't read that nonfiction this month, I can't buy any manga in September. And that's gonna be a really big deal because I'm pretty sure in September, that's when the physical print of Painter of the Night comes out. So if I don't read one nonfiction, I'm fucked. Well, I'm not fucked because I'm gonna be able to buy it another month, but I want to get it when it comes out because that's just who I am. So everybody, cross your fingers and toes for me that I read that nonfiction and I do a really good job about reading everything else. Hold me to that, or else I am on a book buying ban in September, and that's going to be really hard because we're going to Alexandria and my sister is wanting to take me to a bunch of bookstores. So the only way I could get out of it is if other people bought stuff for me. I don't mind cheating that way, but the right thing to do would be to just suffer. And does anybody really want to see me suffer? Why would you want that? So yeah. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on other social media. It's in the description box down below. And you have a good day. Goodbye.